Deep in her homeland, Pocahontas stood beside the morning river. The water should have sparkled gold under the sunrise, but today, it looked dull and gray. The fish moved slowly, and even the wind that loved to play with her hair felt tired and weak. She knelt and touched the water with her fingertips. It felt colder than usual, not winter cold, but lonely cold, like the river had forgotten how to sing. Behind her, Grandmother Willow rustled her ancient branches. "Child," the wise tree murmured, "something is changing in the spirit world. The wind carries sadness today." Pocahontas pressed her hand against the tree's soft bark. "I feel it too. The world is calling for help." Grandmother Willow sighed, her leaves trembling. Nature is connected by invisible threads. When one thread breaks, the others tremble. Pocahontas closed her eyes and listened, not with her ears, but with her heart. She felt a tug, like a distant hand pulling her toward a place she had never seen, a place where magic shimmered cold and bright like winter stars. She opened her eyes. "I must follow the wind." Grandmother Willow smiled gently. "Then follow, child, and listen well. The wind will show you the way." Pocahontas began her journey. She crossed rolling hills, quiet forests, and icy streams. Meeko trotted behind her, stuffing berries into his cheeks, while Flit buzzed nervously around her head. As they traveled, the world around them seemed dimmer. Flowers drooped, trees swayed without joy, and the sky stayed cloudy even on sunny days. After many days, Pocahontas reached a strange, glowing forest. The air inside sparkled like tiny stars. The trees were tall and covered with frost patterns that glittered with blue light. The wind felt different here, almost alive. And there, walking through the shimmering trees, was a woman made of winter and light. Elsa. Elsa moved slowly, frost trailing behind her like a silver ribbon. But something was wrong. Her magic didn't dance the way it usually did. Instead, it flickered weakly, like a small candle trying not to go out. When she exhaled, the snowflakes that usually twirled playfully fell straight to the ground as if tired. Elsa and Pocahontas saw each other and stopped. Their eyes met, and the whole forest seemed to hold its breath. Elsa took a step forward. "You feel it too?" she said softly. Pocahontas nodded. "The world is losing its voice." Elsa placed her hand over her chest. "My magic feels trapped, frozen in place." Pocahontas let her fingers brush the frost-covered leaves. "The spirits are hiding. The colors are fading. Something is broken." Together, they closed their eyes and listened. The wind whispered. The frost shimmered faintly. The earth breathed a quiet warning, and then both women saw it in their minds: a bridge. Not a real bridge of wood or stone, but a glowing connection made of harmony and understanding, joining their worlds together. A bridge the world needed to stay balanced. And that bridge was fading away. To fix it, they needed to travel to a place where two magical rivers met, one from Pocahontas's land, warm and full of life, and one from the enchanted forest, cool and full of ancient spirit magic. They began the journey together. Meeko marched proudly at the front, pretending to guide them. Bruni, the tiny fire spirit, bounced around Elsa's feet like a glowing spark. Every time Meeko tried to poke him, Bruni squeaked loudly and lit up bright red, making Pocahontas laugh. Flit fluttered above them, chirping worriedly. They climbed snowy hills, crossed shining lakes, and walked along glowing forest paths. Finally, they reached the place where the two rivers touched. But the waters did not blend gently. One side was too still, the other rushed too fast. They were out of balance, just like the world. Pocahontas stepped onto the warm riverbank. The wind curled around her like an old friend, lifting colorful leaves and swirling them into the air. Elsa stepped onto the icy side. Frost formed beneath her feet in beautiful patterns that glowed with soft blue light. Pocahontas lifted her arms, calling the wind. It wrapped around her, carrying warmth, memories, and ancient wisdom. Elsa raised her hands, summoning her ice magic. Slowly, a shimmering bridge of crystal began to form across the river, each step glowing like polished moonlight. The wind danced across the icy bridge. Leaves twirled through the frosty air. Elsa's ice and Pocahontas's wind met in the center. Warmth and cold, spirit and element, life and winter. Two magics that had never worked together before began to weave a new connection. As they joined, the bridge glowed brighter and brighter until it lit up the entire valley like sunrise. The broken tear in the world began to close. The spirits returned, glowing softly in the air. Colors rushed back into the trees, flowers, and sky. The rivers finally flowed in harmony again. Elsa and Pocahontas met in the middle of the shining bridge. They touched hands, and a swirl of warm and cold magic burst around them, sparkling like stars. "Thank you," Elsa whispered. "Your world helped mine. And your world helped mine find balance." Pocahontas replied with a gentle smile. Miko slid across the icy bridge, screaming with excitement like a child on a sled. Bruni raced after him, leaving tiny trails of fire that faded instantly. Flit darted around them, glowing like a moving star. Elsa and Pocahontas laughed together. They stood side by side as the bridge continued to glow, no longer fading but shining proudly across the river. The wind brushed their cheeks softly, carrying a message from the spirits. Everything is connected. Elsa took a deep breath. "When different worlds work together," she said, "the earth becomes stronger." Pocahontas nodded. "The wind will always carry the truth. And now it will carry our friendship too." Hand in hand, they walked down the glowing bridge, knowing their worlds were linked in a new, stronger harmony. From that day on, the spirit wind carried their story across mountains, rivers, and forests, reminding all who listened that unity can heal even the deepest wounds, and that the world itself becomes brighter when hearts and cultures come together.